We're live. Guys, welcome back to the channel. I thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. It looks like everything is moving. How is everyone? I hope you're doing wonderful. I really just wanted to talk about a couple things. Let me get this screen situated here. But if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Jason Werline. We're going to talk about different things on this channel. Right now, I would call myself a variety niche. As I'm niching down, I'll just try to share with you guys kind of what I'm into, and then I'm going to go all over the place probably tonight. We'll see. On these lives, I try to stick to the subject, and I try to do the best I can to stay on point, but I'm still practicing, guys. This is our 4th live stream. That will be every Thursday at 7 p.m. I think I've decided to go ahead and I'm just going to pull the trigger and make that commitment because I feel like it's a good time. It's going to allow me to have time during the week because I still work, of course, full time. Let's get what I want to talk about up here real quick. So if we Google search JFK Motorcade Secret Service stand down. Now, this has been explained away. They really actually said this guy was going out to lunch. That was the explanation of why he left the back of the car. It's 5 million views in 18 years. There's a lot more people. Let's just
Everything seemed normal as the president's Secret Service bodyguards kept their ever-watchful eyes on the crowd.
Quality is so to be desired.
Everything seemed normal as the president's motorcade began its journey. Everything seemed normal. That is, up until this instant. What took place is so odd that we're going to examine the scene 4 more times.
It was him saying, I'm going to go out to lunch, guys. That's...
Watch the left side of your screen.
Because it was over 60,000
The arrow
pages
points
of
to Agent in
documents
Charge, Emery Roberts, as he stands in the Secret Service follow-up car and motions with his hand. What he is doing is calling away the president's 2 most important bodyguards, the bodyguards whose...
The security was lax that day. I've heard a couple explanations that he actually wanted it to be that way. JFK requested that.
Job was to protect the president's back by riding on the bumper of the limousine throughout the motorcade. Watch again as he stands and orders the agents running it.
I'm trying to picture myself talking to someone and saying, I'm going to go out to lunch, and then just being like, I don't know, he acted surprised to me, but
the rear of the president's car away.
Analyzing the data.
Watch the confusion inside the follow-up car that results.
So I love to revisit it. For me, it was kind of a smoking gun for that day. Something was a little off. But in their description, there was nothing off. Everything was just normal. In the government's description.
Now watch the right side of your screen. The arrow points to one of 2 agents whose job was to hop aboard the bumper and act as human shields. He's obviously perplexed. Watch as he shrugs his shoulders 3 times in dismay, each shrug more dramatic than the last.
Okay. So why did that happen, right? So let's see. This I just typed this in so we could see what our results would be. But so I just scrolled down a little bit. I was like, okay, let's see what we got here. A lot of different videos. Here it is. This is their explanation 11 years ago.
We have another one of these videos from YouTube, and this is from somebody, there's no name on it, The Truth Will Out. And I run it again so that you all can deal with what the accusations are. Let's run this, and it's about a...
Well, for me, it's not really accusations. It's more of just questions like, I don't know. It's just a very odd situation. So they show the video that we just watched, or some parts of it.
Make preparations.
Mr. Hill.
Yes. I'd be glad to comment on that. I was the agent on the left rear outside, running alongside the car. The agent on the right rear, working the car, the right rear at that time, is an agent named Don Lawton. Don Lawton's assignment that day was not to ride in the follow car. His assignment was to remain at
So if he wasn't assigned to that, why was he there in the first place? I mean, it's
Love
just
Field and handle our return, secure the airport for us when we came back. We were going to fly on to Austin, Texas. And what he was doing was, when he came back off the car, he was saying, okay, you guys, I'm going to lunch. Have a good trip. I talked to him within the last month, and he reiterated to me the same thing again. That's exactly what he was doing. Just making a gesture to us in the follow-up car. See ya.
so he was just going to lunch, guys. I mean, that's
Where do you two stand on the Warren Commission?
so that was
We have another one of
interesting
these
to me.
videos from
'Cause they
YouTube,
didn't-
and this is
I
from
was
somebody,
trying to find
there's
the-
no name on it, The Truth Will Out.
There's this 27-minute video from Sidebar, this viral channel of some sort here, news channel, and I mean, all the conclusions from these documents coming out are that it's pretty much a nothing sandwich. So I mean, nothing's going to. We're not going to find it. It's like it's like a sales pitch, and it reminded me of Trump's pitch with Tesla, you know, when he was standing out there reading from that script. That's kind of what this reminds me of, because they're just it's just something for people to look at, you know. It's pretty weak, honestly. It kind of reminds me of the Epstein stuff, how that was going to come out allegedly, right? Like they're going to arrest all these people. So that it reminds me of that. Like these little news clippets, these little things that he's doing, right? I don't know. I just think there's a lot more questions that have never really been explored. I don't know. Maybe they have. You know, that's why I feel like I'm back in my groove on this platform, because I don't get the satisfaction on anything else. Like I was on Facebook briefly today, and I'm telling you guys, no offense to anybody on Facebook. I mean, it's fine. You know, everybody has their thing, but it definitely feels a little bit like a retirement home. I mean, there's nothing for me there, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. There's just nothing for me on Facebook, or Meta. I'm sorry, whatever it's called. Maybe in the future, if I don't know, YouTube is just, it kind of stands on its own. You know, you can post, you can go live, you can create a video short. You just have the same things, the same options, just a little bit different, right? But I was only on there for a few minutes, and I just couldn't take it. I can't be on that platform for more than a few minutes. But I thought it was interesting, because this is just not going to tell us anything, right? They released 60,000 pages of documents, and nothing will be, we found out that we just found out that there wasn't a conspiracy, is pretty much what they're kind of vibing, I think, is what they're saying. Everything's like, well, with all the information out there, it's definitely not a conspiracy, right? There's no conspiracy. He wasn't a Russian agent, even though he was in Russia, right? They say he has this record in Russia. He wasn't an agent. He wasn't involved in any intelligence. It was almost like, it's history, guys. This is what happened, and you're not allowed to really say anything else. When I first looked into that event, I don't know. When I saw the video of his head coming forward, it looked like, from my perspective, when I was looking at the film, and I think a lot of people that have seen it probably came to the same conclusion, his head came forward because he had been shot already. He was kind of going towards his neck, almost. Like it was kind of like this. And then, you know, you obviously see this next oblivious shot. So it's like, I've just never really vibed with the official story, because I think they said the story is he only got shot once, right, or something. They just keep revisiting it, so it's funny. They keep bringing up these historic events, and Yeah, it's history. They wrote it, right? I mean, the winners always write history. So it brings us to now. Like I said, I don't know what it's going to change by doing this. It's very interesting. They dump all these documents, right? And the Epstein stuff is very interesting to me because I don't know why. Like, it's just, I think it comes down to the very core of human beings right now in this country, in the United States. We're pretty much at the mercy of whatever. We pretty much just have to go along with whatever is going along with, right? We can't really do anything but be a creator. Like, we can make videos, make content ourselves, and try to change people's perspectives, maybe on things that they didn't think about. They could have different perspectives on things. But very interesting that they said he was out to lunch. I haven't heard that one. I have not heard that one. He was just out to lunch. He's like, hey guys, I'm leaving. I'm going out to lunch. That's crazy. I mean, that's kind of how they do it, though. We still don't have footage of one of the hijackers getting onto the plane on 9/11. I mean, that footage we now know is from a different date. So that wasn't the same day, right? They presented it, the way the media presented it was all the footage they were showing was like, oh, that just happened. They just got on the planes. We find out later that, you just find out later all these things, but the history never changes. The story never changes. We continue. Never-ending war. And this is where we are. It's insane that they're not talking about that. Never-ending war. Why aren't we talking about that, guys? It's concerning. Another thing I was wanting to talk about, because I don't understand this whole anonymous thing, okay? Like, so I'm just doing some browsing. This is an anonymous official. I guess this is quote-unquote official, right? And they're pretty active on YouTube. But what are they doing? Like, where are they? Like, we have robbery happening before our eyes. Like, when I worked in the banking industry, we were charging people $40 late fees that had never been late in their life. We were raising people's interest rates to around 40%, people that had never been late. If they didn't call in afterwards, and they had to call in and say, hey guys, my interest rate, it's not right. I'm a good customer, right? That's kind of where it started for me. Once I saw that, and it didn't bother other people that work there. It didn't bother them. They were just like, oh yeah, this is just the way it is. Even religious people, which I thought was interesting. Religious people were okay with it. They were okay with the robbery and stealing and just the outright thievery. And that's why I don't work for a bank anymore. It's just morally it's not acceptable to me anymore. As an adult, I can't do it. My livelihood is more important. I'd rather educate people on how to get out of debt, stay out of debt. Don't even talk to banks if you don't have to. Just keep your money in there. Hey, have a good day. Interactions are very brief when it comes to banks with me, because it goes back to the stock market when they created the stock market, that's where everything started, guys. This is the central banking, and this is what I'm talking about. Anonymous never. Am I getting comments? I need to pull up my comments. Hey there, I just found you from one of your blazer shorts. That's funny. Yeah, he's not with me right now, guys, but he's always with me. I love that dog. He's amazing. I did see your comment, Twisted Skeptic, and nice to meet you. I really appreciate it, the comment, and stopping by to say hi. Thank you so much. But no, Anonymous, they're not hacking banks. They're not hacking the war profiteers, right? They're not hacking the people that are in charge. It's the whole core of capitalism is never dealt with, right? Like, and we know we're on a time limit, guys. Like, this can't go on forever. So we're going to have to figure something out. And I think as more people realize this, they're not going to want to work because the jobs, that's another thing, the AI, the bots, that's my next thing I was going to talk about, because it's interesting, it's exciting, but at the same time it is kind of scary because robots can do things now that I definitely cannot do. There's absolutely no way I can do some of the things these robots are doing. And it's incredible, you know, technology. But Anonymous, for some reason, they never hack the people that need to be hacked. I mean, I feel like I have a better chance of being hacked than who they need to be targeting. And it's crazy. Like, what are they doing exactly, guys? Are they... I've always thought it was a PsyOp, like a government thing, because, I mean, what's the point? You know, they're not helping anybody, that's for sure. I haven't even watched these videos, but if he is, maybe I need to catch up. Maybe I need to watch some anonymous official videos. But if they're that powerful, I don't know if I'd just be making YouTube videos I don't know. They're monetized, probably making money off this now. So interesting. Okay. But there's somebody behind Anonymous, right? It's not anonymous. Somebody's behind it. I mean, but very interesting. I had to make this coffee. That's another thing. I've been craving coffee after work, which is different. I'm not used to that. This is a new phenomenon. It may be something since I stopped drinking. I don't know if I've picked up now the habit of just after work coffee, because I don't have time in the morning usually to make coffee because I have to get up and go to work, of course. So I've been enjoying coffee, and today I waited a little later so I could enjoy coffee on the stream with you all. So, but yeah, Anonymous is not doing their job. I mean, that's kind of my issue with Anonymous, because if you're going to change something, if you're going to be this giant movement, you're not even talking about central banking. It's like, I don't know, guys. My perspective on it is Anonymous is not doing anything. They're just there. Like so many people in the world, they're just there, right? You're just existing. And that's why I do encourage people to take that power back. You have a lot of power, you know. People give their power away to religion. They give it away to government. They give it away, like every day they give it away. So I don't know. I feel like we take our power back, we can do more than possibly even these guys at Anonymous. I mean, I feel like more confident that I could probably initiate change than these guys. What are they doing? They're making YouTube videos, guys. They're getting thousands and thousands of views on YouTube videos. And they have other channels, or this is a fake Anonymous account, I guess.
Building your online...
And I saw one that was saying, you know, calling out Elon Musk, for Christ's sake. They're not calling out the Federal Reserve shareholders. They're not calling out anybody they're calling out one billionaire. You know, it's just, and it may have not been actually the Anonymous, I guess. I don't know, but it's ridiculous to me. It's like a movie. There's nothing. It's not even real to me. It's just there. It's just one of those things that's just there in life. If you guys have any evidence that Anonymous is actually doing good in this world, please forward it to me. Because Israel, I've been seeing things that are just horrendous in the world over the last 20 years. So if Anonymous could maybe do something about that, that'd be great, instead of posting YouTube videos, you know. At least I could post a YouTube video. I mean, at least I could do this. I mean, I'm going to be doing more hopefully in the future, but absolutely ridiculous, guys. We got 10 minutes left. I was going to try to limit these streams to 30 minutes because I don't want to be sitting here for hours. I don't want to sit here because I could talk for hours. I could just ramble on about the end of capitalism, how we have to figure something out so our kids don't have to grow up and pay. I mean, I think about the homes, you know, how is my daughter going to buy a home when, like in the 90s, the house that I'm getting ready to sell was like $70,000. You know, that was in the 90s. Late 90s, my house was $73,000. So guys, that wasn't that long ago, right? So the inflation is definitely there, and Trump he's a good actor, guys. I mean, they love him. I mean, I can't blame them. They get sucked into it. I personally can't do it. I have to watch it in spurts, kind of get in and get out. But yeah, guys, speaking of robots, the world's first side-flipping humanoid robot. Last 24 hours. When I was telling you guys about things that I can't do, there's definitely things that these things are going to be able to do that are going to blow our minds. Okay, it already is blowing my mind. It's helping me organize my daily chores. It helps me. I do use AI to help in my daily activities in life. It does help me. I don't have a robot yet, but can you imagine having a robot that, I don't care if it does flips like this, but what if it makes you dinner? Can you imagine having a robot that's going to make you gourmet dinner every day, and it just doesn't matter? It'll clean up everything. I'm telling you, it's the future, guys. People are going to want these things. Obviously not affordable right now, but. And I thought it was interesting, too, that this video only has 736,000 views in the last 24 hours. But this video from Boston Dynamics Atlas, the updated Atlas, has 2.2 million views. Check out this one. This is different. It has a little bit of a different vibe to it. I'm really curious, guys. I mean, these different brands, these different models coming out. All I really want is something to be able to, well, I want a robot that's going to cook my dinner, and it's going to clean up everything, take out the trash, do the laundry, basically things that people don't want to do. Right? Very interesting. I don't even know if I could do that. I could probably do that. I could pull that off. I need to pay more attention to comments, guys. I don't know if I'm sorry if I missed my comments. Yes, Twisted. That is a cool handle, Twisted. But yeah, guys, I don't care if it flips. I mean, it's cool. Like, your friends come over and you're like, hey guys, check out my robot, what he can do, and he does a flip, and everybody's like, oh shoot, that's awesome, that's cool. But I just don't, I want it for other reasons than that, entertainment. I want it to really be able to do things that I never have to do again, like work, for example. And as we move towards the end of capitalism, guys, less people are going to want to do this, these grinding day in and day out for, helping people out for underpaid, overworked, underpaid type of situations. I am lucky right now. My job, it's fulfilling to me. I was able to get out of banking and into the cannabis industry a couple years ago, and I've just kind of flourished in it. I've been able to advance up and have a job that most people would probably really appreciate, and I do appreciate it. But it's like any job. Of course, it's going to get grindy. It's going to wear on you after time. And, but yeah, people are just not going to want to do it, I don't think, guys. They're going to want to work, they're going to want to be free. Like, this is the ideal scenario for me, right? I get up in the morning, I make my coffee, and when I say I get up in the morning, I don't get up at like 6 in the morning, because at 6 in the morning, to me, I need to be sleeping. I'm going to be honest with you. I need to be sleeping at 6 in the morning. Get up around 8-ish, 9-ish, and I definitely am not going to get up and just go get around, get dressed, get ready for work, and go to some place and work, or even log into some. I mean, okay, if my job, for example, is just creating content, yes, of course, I'm going to log in and maybe get going on something, possibly while I'm making my coffee. But the traditional 9 to 5 is definitely over with, and I think these robots are going to help us achieve that. And people may not realize it, but it's going to be helpful. And there is a dark side to it, of course, but just never having to worry about dishes or laundry just sounds, well, it's coming, and I think of the Jetsons, that cartoon, basically, where they're able to push the machine, and it gives them anything they ask for. If they want something like a specific type of food, a specific drink, they push the button, and it's there. And that's I think that's as close as we're going to get, or we're getting there, where the robot will just make it for you. And we have DoorDash. You could argue DoorDash, these mobile delivery apps, you're allowed to just select what you want. It comes to your door, boom. And I think that's really been revolutionary for some people. It's expensive, I will say. It's definitely a luxury. I wouldn't use DoorDash a lot. I've even heard stories of people going homeless from DoorDash. I'm not lying. I mean, it's addictive, I guess, like anything else. I personally never really got addicted to it. I was using it to help for convenience, to get food, meals and stuff. But you just save so much more money in the long run, just going to the store, getting your food, making it. And you learn, and you learn, it's life skills. It's just good, And I hate that they're bringing the automation and on this. At the same time, I do like to make the food. I like that experience. But yes, it would be nice to have somebody there just doing it for you, wouldn't it? I mean, I guess I've never lived a life like that, where you're just pampered so much. I guess some people, these billionaires, these millionaires, that's just their life. So what I'm explaining may just be, hell, that's probably just their everyday life. They're just like, and that's what I'm saying. If that was my life, I would have to help people more, If I had that much time on my hands and I had that many resources coming in, I just don't see that people helping, in society. I wish I did. And I mean, it goes back to the billionaires, their philanthropy, or, they're not really, they're donating to their own companies. They're donating to their own non-for-profits. They're not, I've heard the arguments against it, and I don't know. I just think we need something after capitalism. And it doesn't have to be an ism. It can be something new. We're going to have something new. It just can't go on like this. Everything just becomes more expensive over time. And the market did go down, but now it's creeping back up. And I noticed that they're like, well, markets were down today, but if you look, it's still up. So I'm like, was that the bottom? We may have hit the bottom. So I would go in cautiously, but take a position in something, your favorite, whatever you like to dabble in. For me, it's technology and growth stocks and dividend stocks, for me personally. But yeah, I definitely would be keeping an eye on that, jumping in when you can. I'm a big daily cost average guy, so I'm not going to just go all in and throw, $20,000 on something. I'm going to go in and just strategically, because, I just don't have that much to risk, guys. I mean, I get it. It must be, I can't imagine having that much to risk, and I don't know if I ever would. See, and I think that's when you appreciate it more. And that's when coming up this house sale, for example, I'm going to be selling my house. I'm going to be appreciating it so much more than somebody that has been already beyond what I've accomplished, But I'm really proud of myself. I can't believe this channel has actually grown to, people actually watch. They like my dog. They watch the videos they like. It blows my mind. I just did it for fun, and I thought it would be awesome to have a memory of my dog when he's gone. And I don't want to get sad and sound morbid, but when he's gone, it will be a memory of him. I'm going to be able to look back, and it's just cool. And I don't know, I am into the digital immortality, because I feel like I want my kids to be able to watch me and interact with me when I'm gone. So, and I think they will be able to. I think that's where we're going, is my grandson is going to be able to just have a conversation with me when I'm gone, at least the likeness of me. So, but yeah, that's about it, guys. We're wrapping it up because it's been 30 minutes. I could jabber on about the future of human beings and how much we need to change things, and I wish we could, guys. I've been studying this stuff for so long. The change comes from within you. And once you're able to take control and take your power back, you're going to be able to do some things that you didn't even probably think that you could do. So I am really excited about this year and the future, and I think it's going to be a good year, minus the political stuff and all the negativity and the news and the mainstream, because that's what gets people sucked in, is that the drama, and just it feeds on that. You know, the algorithms feed on it. I could see it on YouTube, just seeing the videos it's feeding me, like, and seeing what people are interacting with. They cling to that, the YouTube drama. There's even YouTube people that just, their niche is kind of just doing videos about other YouTubers, which is interesting. I mean, I usually praise other YouTubers. I'll say, hey, this is a cool, I don't usually talk shit. I mean, there's some characters out there. I mean, I'm not going to lie on the platform, but I'm not going to just make videos about them. And if they're doing scammy stuff, I get it. I mean, I do get that if somebody's trying to scam. I mean, I'd appreciate the information if somebody shares that or makes a video about this person they're trying to scam people. And I think it was more about what I was seeing is they're saying they're trying to scam people because they're saying YouTube's easy. And people are making videos saying that this is easy mode by turning on your camera and talking into the camera. We're on easy mode. That's fucking ridiculous. Pardon my language, but there's no such thing as easy mode on anywhere. You may have a click. Like, I know that if you have a team and you start a YouTube channel and you have professional editing, professional this, professional that, you do have to still be a storyteller. You know, you still have to be able to make good content without the gear. But when you're already starting with a team of professionals, and like, there's just so many people that have the upper hand, and you got to start somewhere, guys. I mean, even if it's with your phone, like, that's pretty much what everybody usually does. Just turn on your phone, start making a video, and download some free editing software, and then that's kind of how it worked for me. I mean, I used to make memes before memes were even a thing. Like, now people share memes fucking every day, thousands and millions of them. Like, to me, I'm kind of like over it. Now I want more. You know, I don't want just a meme. I want video. I want people to talk about things. I want people to get into these subjects and get into serious matters that we can still be comfortable talking about, right? Like, we're talking about the future of the world. I mean, it's pretty crazy. Anyway, 33 minutes. I bet they like that number 33, so maybe we should end it here. Hope you guys have an amazing night, have an amazing weekend coming up, and thank you so much for watching this video. I didn't expect to get the subscribers that we've got in the last few days, so I really appreciate it. Thank you to everyone. Each and every person that comes to my stream and watches my videos, likes my videos, subscribes. I really appreciate every single person and everything. And I'm excited to continue to grow, and my next stream is going to be outside. So I'm excited about that. I can officially now live stream on mobile. The reason I didn't do that today is because I figured I'll just keep it traditional. This is Thursday. It just happened to be Thursday coming up anyway. I just unlocked the mobile streaming. So I figured I would just do this traditional stream and talk about a couple weird things. The JFK release files, let's just go over to summarize. They released 60,000 pages or more of new documents, allegedly, right? Nobody sent me an email PDF of it, but I guess it's out there and people are combing through it. But from what they've found, it's not going to change anything. So that was just a news story, just a sales pitch. And it said, hey, look over here, and everybody looked over there. The robots, they keep advancing faster before my eyes. Like, I feel like in January I was seeing more primitive robots, and that's only 2 months ago. So, I mean, every month that goes by, who knows what they're accomplishing out there, or what they're not showing us. That's another thing. The technology is usually about, I don't know, a couple decades ahead of us. They're not going to show us what the technology actually is out there. I think the phones are going to turn into, they're just going to get really thin and really light, and maybe unbreakable. They're going to have to figure out an unbreakable, unpenetratable, like just something that you just don't have to worry about, you know? You can just throw it in your pocket and be on with it. Or you just attach it to you, right? That's probably, just take your phone and just slap it on you. I don't know. Who knows, guys? I'm excited, though, for the future. I'm going to embrace it the best I can. I think I'm going to make another video about what motivates me, because that was a really short video, and a lot of things motivate me. But mostly just life in general, and watching what's my surroundings and seeing people, and it motivates me to create content like this and talk to people and try to meet like-minded people, honestly, because I think I never kept going after my first YouTube journey. So this is the next journey. This is the second half, I guess you could say. But yeah, what happened was once that YouTube got shut down, my original channel, I went straight to, of course, I kind of gave up. And then I went over to Facebook, and I'm sitting there posting on Facebook. I had already an established channel on YouTube, and then I tried to bring that energy over to like some other platform, to people that I knew, right? To my friends, quote unquote, right? And family that, supports me, quote unquote, right? So once I brought all that energy there, it was a hell no. And then that kind of, it's kind of faded out over the years. I'm just like, whatever. And then my girlfriend's been so successful, and she's even motivated me to kind of come back out of my shell. So anyway, I got to get off here because I could just keep on talking. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Take care of yourselves out there. Drink water. I have water here. I actually have several drinks. I didn't even eat some of my snacks. I have snacks, but I can't be here all night, guys. But thank you so much. I appreciate everything, and I will talk to you guys extremely soon. We'll see you on the next one.